Rango, sits. Bruce sits. Let Lucy sits. Lucy, Lucy. Muy bien. Vamos. Muy bien. Muy bien, Bruce. And here's the hidden Easter island of Acapulco. Totally looks like a guy's face, right? You can see the eyebrows, the eyes, the nose, the hair. You can even in the front here, you can see the mouth. I'll show you. It's like in the middle of the forest. There's the mouth. There's the nose. There's his eyes. There's his hair. Yeah. I showed this to my son. He said he's the guardian of this bay. Interesting. Hey Bruce. Again. I was thinking this morning about diet. I know I haven't talked a lot about it, but that's because I've really been learning a lot about it personally with my own body, and I'm pretty excited about it. And I remember over the last few years I had a number of friends, especially Jaliqua would always say to me, she'd be hanging out with me and I'd be like so depressed, and she'd say, and I'd eat like, you know, some tacos or chicken wings or something really greasy usually, because I just wanted to drown my sadness with grease basically. And she would say, you know, what you put in your body, that's, you know, how you feel, sort of thing. And you know, I didn't really get it, because you know, if she said, here, just eat this one salad and a banana, I wouldn't feel a heck of a lot better, right? It's not like one of them's going to like improve my overall health and mood immediately. But what I realized, and what hardly anyone knows or tells you about, is that it's not about just the food you're eating, it's actually what you're not eating as well. And it's also about giving your body time to heal itself, which is fasting. So this is the big part of what I've been learning, is that it actually is really important, your diet. And like I said, if I heard that 2 months ago or 3 months ago, I would have not listened to it, because I'd be like, well, I'm gonna have a couple of salads, I'm gonna feel better. I never heard of fasting really too much before that. But what it does is it cleans out, if you fast for a few days, for example, your blood gets cleaned out, because what happens is all the food you eat goes into your bloodstream, so that's pretty important, right? So if you're eating a lot of stuff that creates a lot of mucus, which would be things like meats and dairy and rice or bread or pasta, a lot of stuff like that, that actually creates mucus, and that stuff really slows you down. There's quite a few guys out there now who are like ultra athletes who are on sort of this diet for this reason. And I totally feel it. Having done this now for a couple of weeks, I just have so much more energy. It's unbelievable. And that's the thing that I didn't get either about diet, was like when I was really kind of quite depressed, and someone would say, you got to change your diet, that's the problem, it's what you're eating. I just didn't get the point. Like I thought, okay, so I'll feel just like a little bit better. You know, I don't even, at that point I was so like, I don't even want to live. So I'd rather eat garbage and just sort of make this end faster. But what I didn't get was, it doesn't just make you feel a little bit better. It changes everything, including your mind. So my thoughts and my mind has changed so much in the last couple of weeks. And it's because I think, I'm no expert again, but I think, I'm just going to use my own experience here. I think I had so much toxins in my body, and that all goes up in your blood to your brain, and that really affects you. And I talked earlier about how parasites and stuff like that seem to control your, not only your cravings, but your emotions and everything. Jetty, Ben? Jetty. Hang on, my dog sees something. Might be that German Shepherd. Hang on. False alarm. Yeah, but it's amazing how your diet affects your thoughts. So that's the thing, like throughout my life, whenever someone would say, oh, you should, just eat this, like this stuff. But it never really explained why. That's the thing, I always need to know why. Sort of like a kid, really. Why? And if you don't give me a good reason why, then I don't get it. So in the past, people would say, oh, you should eat good because you'll live longer. It's like, well, I don't care about that all that much, really. Or they'll say, you'll lose some weight. Well, I've always had never been very fat, no problem. So no one gave me a really good reason. I'm like, well, these chicken wings taste great, so why shouldn't I eat this every day? Jerry, and no one really ever explained it. And then you listen, of course, to the government, the public schools teaching your 4 basic food groups. Total BS. And eat 3 times a day. Total BS. Who says that? That's the food and pharmaceutical industry wanting everyone to get sick. So once I understood the reason why, Judy, the reason why I should do this, and actually felt it, that's why I've been doing all these videos. I'm like, this is something interesting I've discovered personally, that it changes everything. And so instead of waking up in the morning feeling sluggish, which I always would, because my body was full of mucus. Jerry, yeah. Jerry. Okay. So, and feeling kind of like depressed and Jerry. And not wanting to really start the day. Now I wake up, feel great. Just sort of hop out of bed. The dogs are jumping up all over the place. And just head out and feel great. Feel so good. I'm like doing videos while I'm walking because I have like energy. I feel like communicating, which is something I didn't when I was feeling worse. Just wanted to sit in my house and be by myself in the dark, basically. Now I love being in the sunlight. All because a basic thing, like nothing really massive changed except I did some fasts. And once I did those fasts, I was like, every time I do a fast, I feel better than I've ever felt. So why shouldn't I always do this? And then when I found out about the mucusless diet, which essentially just means that you're getting the same results, Jerry, of the fast, but you're eating. So I do eat. So I eat fruit and some things like salad every day now. Truthfully, not a ton, but I really don't eat. It's actually this has been quite unbelievable to me how it has changed my cravings. This is something totally new to me because once you get out all the sugar, all the toxins, all the crap, basically, once your bloodstream is good, I wake up right as soon as the sun comes up. Like as soon as it turns from pitch black to a little bit lighter, I am awake. The dogs are awake. Like it totally, like for people with sleeping problems, try fasting. And then here's the thing, I throughout my entire life, and most people I think are like this, I'd be eating all throughout the day, always kind of have this craving for something, whether it be potato chips or Starbucks Frappuccino or tacos or chicken wings or almost anything really, like just constantly kind of eating. That is gone with what I'm doing now. Bruce. Hey, got us. Bruce, Ben. Bruce. And Bruce, Ben. And so, like for example, I actually can't believe it. It's quite shocking to me how controlled my appetite is. Not to say you should control it, but it's really just, for example, today I'm going to do my third colloidal hydrotherapy, or whatever they call it, colonic hydrotherapy. It's at 4. You're not supposed to eat for a couple hours before. I'm just not going to eat till then. No problem. It's like zero problem. Like it's not even a concern. Like, oh, 4 o'clock, yeah, no problem. I'll just not eat till then. I will have some lime juice all day and some maple syrup. But other than that, yeah, I'm just going to wait until afterwards and then eat after. No big deal. But besides that, in the last week or so, I wake up, I try not to eat till 1 or 2 in the afternoon. And so basically that's called intermittent fasting. And so basically for 16 hours or more, sometimes 17, I'm not putting any solid food in my stomach, which allows the body to regenerate itself, to heal itself. It's also just very clean. You just feel just really good. So that's been my normal night. So around 9, just stop eating. No problem at all. Wake up 6 or 7 in the morning, go for a walk, do the exercise, do the meditation, do the yoga. By then it's like 11, then I do some work, 12, 1, and then I'm starting to get hungry, so I will eat around 1. And what I eat is just a big bowl of fruit, just bananas, some raspberries, some melon, some maybe a few other things, and then some dried, dehydrated flakes of strawberry, banana, and mango, which have the texture of like a cereal. So it tastes just like cereal, and I use coconut milk, and it's absolutely delicious. And I feel great after I eat that, which, oh, this is the thing, everything that I eat, I feel great afterwards. Never feel full, never feel like, oh, I gotta lie down or sit down. Just like feel good, just like full of energy and good. So then I eat that, and usually I'm pretty hungry fairly quickly after that, because I had been basically fasting for the last 16 hours. So within an hour or two, I usually have a salad or something from Verde Vegan, and then I might even have another one if I've been exercising quite a bit. If my body wants more, I'll eat more. And then I'll usually have some a big bowl of watermelon, which is delicious. I don't know why anyone would eat candy, and it's so good for you. And then by nighttime, sometimes I'm hungry still, sometimes I'm not. If I'm still hungry, I'll have like another sort of salad, or vegetable dish. Yesterday I had a bit of vegetable tempura, so cooked a little bit of vegetable with a little tiny bit of breading. So I'm not perfect on this Mucusless, but I'm like 80% or more on it. And then if I'm still hungry at night, I'll, which is almost never now, I'll just have a bit more fruit, maybe a banana or something. But what I found in the last 2 nights, around 9 at night, so I'd only been eating for 7 hours, and I only had some fruit and 1 or 2 salads. I have like no hunger, like none. Like if you put like anything in front of me, any food that smelled good, I'd be like, no, just not interested. It's just like, that's how much it regulates itself, your body, when you get really clean. It's you know, all the things that people wish, you know, oh, I wish I could stop snacking. Try fasting. Fast for a couple of days. And it might not take in the first time. It took me like 4 or 5 fasts total until I got to like this point. But even on the first fast, that's when I quit smoking. I was just like, had no interest. It was just gone. So right then, the very first fast, I was like, that's when I was like, what's going on? Because this is not, you know, why did I just not even think about it? I just stopped while I was fasting. And, you know, everyone's warning me about how dangerous fasting is. Interesting. So you have like a lot of these college kids and stuff. They're like drinking tons, and then they got to study, and they're taking all these like caffeine pills, and not only that, but like even sometimes cocaine and meth and stuff. First of all, you shouldn't even be in school. It's a waste of time, like absolute waste of time and money. But if you are and you want to do those sort of things, do a fast. Your brain starts just flowing, like it's just like even all those people go on Jeopardy and stuff. They should all be fasting. Like, just get your blood, Jenny, Ben. Just get your blood flowing. So all kinds of actual benefits to it, including for men. I'll talk about that later as well. But yeah, you just get your blood all so clean with nothing really in it but just nutrients, which you get from the fruits and the vegetables, and that's it. No mucus, no extra waste and stuff. And yeah, that's basically it. And so I don't know why everyone doesn't try this. If you've never tried it, you just got to try it once. Oh, and if you do try it and you feel really bad, that almost surely means you're super toxic. So you got to take it slow. So you should try just moving to a vegetarian diet for a while, and then vegan, and then maybe try a 1-day fast or whatever. Because what happens is when you fast, your body has time to repair itself. So a lot of people who might get sick or feel really bad when they're fasting, that's your body getting out tons and tons of toxins, which is really good. But a lot of people will stop right there and say, I'm never fasting again because of that. That you need it more than anyone. All right, back home. Get on the inversion table for a bit. I try to do this a few times throughout the day. Especially if I've been working for a while, I try to take a break every hour. Come down, do this, do a little bit of exercise too. So there's my... This is kind of dangerous with dogs around, especially after they've been drinking water. Let her know. Don't lick me. But yeah, I try to do this for about 5 minutes. Helps the spine as well, they say. I don't know, I'm just trying it out. Trying everything. I do sit a lot for my work, although I do have a standing desk now, which I stand a lot. But when I do work a lot, so I'm sitting a fair amount, and so my back it's not good, it's not great because of that. This has seemed to help. The yoga really helps though as well. So between the two of them, I'm going to do some yoga after this. They seem to really make a big difference. So as you might know, I got blocked off Facebook, or banned, or whatever they call it, on Facebook yesterday. Because someone said, don't tell me what to eat, and I told them to F off. Apparently that's enough to get banned on Facebook now. But I should be back on. If you've seen this video on Facebook, I'm back on. I'm also, I think, going to create a backup secondary account for Facebook. You don't really realize how you use that site until you don't have it for a day. For example, Messenger shuts down, and I use Messenger for a lot of stuff. I also use it for a lot of business stuff, so even to post on the Dollar Vigilante and stuff. And I couldn't post it. They won't allow you to post. So I luckily have other people who work for me that can post on that site, so they could post our stuff, but I couldn't. So I'm going to set up a secondary account so that doesn't happen in the future. Please like my secondary account, because if I do get banned again, that's the only way you'll be able to contact me or see anything that I'm posting. So I'll do that, and I'm going to do a bit of CBD oil, some yoga, coffee enema, and then get to work. And then later today at 4 o'clock, going for a colonic hydrotherapy again. I don't know if I'll live stream this one on Facebook or not, but that's it for today. Peace, love, anarchy.